Do you ever feel like life is just heavy, where you're just not your normal energetic self and things are a bit hard and you don't even know why? It's okay, you're not alone. I feel like that sometimes. I feel like that plenty of times. And during these times when I feel like this, I pick up The Lord of the Rings and I read it as my comfort book. In this video, I want to share my experience of reading The Lord of the Rings as my comfort book and try to help you see that it's okay to have a comfort book or a game, and that giving yourself permission to sit down for an hour and escape into a place that isn't this reality isn't necessarily a negative thing, and how it can be a positive thing and a healthy thing when going through these times. Before we get into it, guys, my name's James on a Hill, and here we talk about my favourite games and books that I like to immerse myself into and find positive escapism into as well. When I was 8 years old, I moved in with my granny. My granddad had just passed away, and I went down there to spend a bit of time with granny and to keep her company, but also at the same time I just loved spending time with granny. And Lord of the Rings was our go-to film, and throughout the years, anytime I think about Lord of the Rings, I think of it as a shared experience with my granny and my granddad. Now, years has gone past, my granny has now passed away, my granddad has passed away, and it'll always be a place to return to of times that were happy and full of joy. And it's not that the story, it has more meaning. The story, yes, the story's fantastic, but as a sense of nostalgia, it'll hold a special place in my heart of times that I loved and times that I had really good fun. But it just doesn't remind me of times that were good. I had a lot of hard times during those years when Granny got sick and when my granddad passed away. So it was a place of comfort for me, a place of contentment, and anytime I think about Lord of the Rings, I always think of think of Lord of the Rings as a thing that was always consistent throughout the good and the bad. I could always go back to it no matter how I'm feeling. I don't have to be in a good mood and I don't have to be in a bad mood to actually enjoy this book. Let's talk about escapism being a positive thing. For me, reading The Lord of the Rings wasn't a negative thing. It wasn't that I was spending too much time in it. It wasn't that I was using it as a crutch to my problems or my negative feelings, or I wasn't escaping reality. It wasn't like that at all. I used it because I enjoyed the story and I was able to relate to the characters and relate to the situation. I was learning from the characters and the fact that they were going through their own challenges and their own struggles, which then made me feel a bit okay about going through my challenges, which in turn I think is a positive thing. Now, your form of escapism or form of comfort during these times might be a wee bit different, but for whatever reason it is, it doesn't really matter as long as you find joy in it and you find a respite. My point is, as long as you get to escape in a positive manner, that is all that counts. When you're feeling heavy and overwhelmed, the pace of life can be a bit too much, and what I like about The Lord of the Rings is the pacing is quite slow. It's a journey, it's a marathon, it's not 0 to 100 real quick, it's not jumping from place to place. It's a slow, step by step travelling adventure that can feel like life is like that too. In life you can't just stop forward, or you can't go back in time to fix the past, and you're in the present, and in this book you really do feel like you're in the present, and it forces you to slow down. There's hope in the darkness. The characters are going through their own struggles and challenges, and not to sound too depressing, but there's an overshadowing theme within the story. And when the book starts off, you start off in the Shire and it's quite friendly and it's quite green and very vibrant and very nice, but once they get out of it, once the characters leave the Shire, it's all doom and gloom really until the end of the book. And I feel like life can feel like that at times, and for me, it's like that Marcus Aurelius quote. I think it's Marcus Aurelius says, "We suffer more in imagination than we do in reality." Well, I think that's true. I think most of the times when we are feeling down, a lot of it is in our head or our perspective of things, which doesn't make it any less real. But it can be hard, and I think in Lord of the Rings, there's a constant overshadow that is covering the world, and it's relatable. And in that darkness and in that shadow, there's always a beacon of light. And in the we take Frodo and Sam in Shelob's lair, for example, and they have the Phial of Galadriel, and it's the light of Elendil. That, to me, that is relatable, because for me, I've got my faith, and sometimes it's stronger than others. Some days it's better than, some days it's stronger than others. Sorry, but and it's a wee bit like I can relate to that, because we don't really rely on our own strength. We don't rely on our own willpower or our own motivations. There's a lot to be said about that untapped spiritual side that keeps us going. Something I would like to delve a bit more into, but maybe not in this video. But there's a flicker of hope anyway, and there's a spark. The next time you're feeling heavy and you want a bit of comfort and you want a bit of escapism and you want a bit of time away from the problems that are in the back of your head or the worries of the day, just sit down and pick up your favourite comfort book and enjoy it. And even put the phone away. Just turn the phone off for an hour, put it on Do Not Disturb, relax yourself, accompany it with a good cup of tea or a cup of coffee. Stick headphones on, listen to music, chill out, go get a bath, light a few candles, do whatever it does to help the immersion of your escapism. And I hope this video was a wee bit of value to you, and I hope you can relate to my scenario, where for times that I struggled, or times that even in my good times, that I found positive escapism in my book. And the story is only the other half of the scenario. The story is what sort of just makes the escapism better. If you've made it to the end of the video, guys, thanks very much for watching. Thanks very much for listening, and I hope you got some takeaways. And if you want to see more content like this, subscribe. Thank you.